Please excuse the background noise. Audra and I are actually at Chicago O'Hare waiting to fly home from 5 days of workshops here as we work in our business to figure out different ways and better ways to help our clients. But while I was actually in the airport, I bumped into another lawyer and she said, "Are you a Marchman Act lawyer?" And I said to her, "No, I'm not a Marchman Act lawyer. The mission of our firm, the one that I co-founded with my wife, is to save families whose loved ones have substance use, mental health disorders, and failed attempts at recovery. And there are three components to what we do. There's the legal, and there are three statutes that we operate under: Marchman Act, Guardianship, and Baker Act. And depending on the case, we may or may not use a Marchman Act. We may or may not use a Guardianship. We may or may not use a Baker Act. In fact, it's possible that we are operating in all three, under all three of those statutes at the same time, depending on the case. There's the clinical. I got two amazing clinicians on staff. If you need them, you can hire them sort of as an a la carte option to help you to put together the right program. Because if you don't put your loved one into the right program and keep them there long enough, well, they're probably going to relapse. And then something tragic could happen. So there's the clinical. And the third component is the law enforcement component. So I've got a retired cop on staff. John is actually a retired federal agent, and he has a team of investigators. I can pretty much find anybody just about anywhere as long as I have a place to start. He even got somebody back up to Florida from Mexico, who unfortunately made a very silly decision and decided to run off from a treatment center here in South Florida. So no, I'm not a Marchman Act lawyer. And if you're looking for a lawyer and they only do Marchman Acts, I think you're missing a very significant component of what is necessary to actually save the family. And this really is about saving your family. It's not just about saving your loved one, because having spoken to thousands of families over the years, I can tell you that it's the family that is really suffering here. Your loved one probably thinks there's absolutely nothing wrong with them. In fact, he or she is probably telling you, you need to go and see a psychiatrist or whoever, you need to go to treatment because there's nothing wrong with me. So it's the family that needs to be healed as a whole unit. And so, listen, we do things very differently. I'm not here to poo-poo anybody else, but the truth of the matter is, if somebody just does Marchman Acts, you can probably do that yourself. I wouldn't recommend it, but it's not impossible. If you want a more comprehensive approach, if you want to save your family, and you want access to some of the best resources anywhere on the planet when it comes to dealing with a behavioral health issue, that's a conversation my team and I would like to have with you. And if it's not, I got a boatload of free resources on my website too, and you're welcome to take them. And if that doesn't work for you, as you'll see, I put out a video just about every single day of the week, and it's there for free. I want you to have the information you need so you can decide if and when you are actually ready to make the commitment to save your family. If you are, I'm here to help you, and I appreciate you taking a few minutes, even with all the background noise, just to listen to me say my piece. So I'd love a thumbs up, and if you could subscribe to the channel, I'd be most grateful. And with that said, I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.